Well, hello, it's Wednesday, so it must be time for Woolly Hats Wednesday Whips, and you join me here on a cool but sunny day, so that's quite nice. But a day to keep wrapped up warm. So, what have I been up to this week? I've been doing lots of crochet this week, and I have almost finished my woodland blanket. Da, da, da. Oops, that's upside down. Let's do that again. I've almost finished my woodland blanket. Da, da, da. There you go. So I've done all the rows and there, and then there's some granny squares further down, which you can't see because I've not got enough room. And then I did the border, which is quite interesting because it has little leaves on it. Isn't that cute? So there we go. So now all I have to do is tie in the ends. I have tied in quite a lot of the ends, but there's always one or two that you miss and you think, oh, I'll do those later. So that might be a job for this weekend, do you think? While it's going to be raining. I think we're going to get rain this weekend. Anyway, so that's there. So this is, as I said earlier, this is a present for our woodland neighbours who did some sterling work. What's that? I love that pumpkin fungus there, the fly agaric. Anyway, this is for our woodland neighbours who repaired the path to our woodland and their woodland as well. So there we go. So that's that. So that's a nice big tick, and I really enjoyed doing it. Some really nice stitches, and it used up a lot of stash, which is great. So the design is by Coastal Crochet, which you can get on her website, and it's good fun to do if you fancy doing that. So what else have I been up to? Well, I've been preparing for Next Steps in Crochet, which is on Thursday, tomorrow, and we're going to be doing two things. One is looking at working into the back loop of stitches. So this is double crochet worked into the back loop, and it's quite a nice stitch because it's very different from just normal double crochet. It is normal double crochet, but you just stick the hook in the back loop rather than under both. Very simple and very effective, but quite different from the normal thing. Often used as a rib for garments and things, but you could also make a fancy little pumpkin if you moved it around like that and stuffed it and whatever. You get the idea. You can also make hats with it. So this is a hat. This is using double crochet and half trebles in the back loop, so you get those nice ridges, and it gives it a nice rib sort of effect. This wool, which is gorgeous, it's Colour Lab, West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab. I don't think they do it anymore. It was part of their ones that they did with Sandra Rhodes, but lovely colours, aren't they? Absolutely fab. So that's that. So we'll be working into the back loop. And the other thing we'll be doing is raised trebles. So again, raised trebles, there's some raised trebles. Here's something I did earlier. Just like normal trebles, it's just that you stick your hook in a different place and it brings this wonderful effect here. So this is what they call a raised treble rib. And again, it's something that people would use for cuffs, things on garments and all that kind of stuff. So this is a combination of raised treble, or front raised treble and back raised treble, which are just slightly different, but different enough to make a good effect. So that's that one. You can also do lots of interesting patterns with raised treble, so there's that. And there's also the waffle stitch there, which I think is good. But then there's also raised trebles on here. So that's a raised treble there. So you're going around the thing as well. So that's lots of different ways in which you can come across and learn and do, well, raised trebles. So that's what we'll be doing in Next Steps in Crochet tomorrow, so that'll be fab. And oh yes, the other thing is, yes, we've got this here. This is a hat with using raised trebles to create a pattern there as well. So this is a chunky wool from Zerdar, I think. I really should make a note of these things. Anyway, so that's that. So you might notice I'm wearing my lovely jumper. This is the one I did sort of last Christmas, New Year. And again, it's another stash buster. I was amazed I had so much of this mustard yarn, but I think it was for a project for Mr. W, but he wanted a different colour. Anyway, so this is it's King Cole Merino mix, I think. And then this is Rowan, the orange is Rowan felted tweed, so which I had left over from another project. So that's lovely. And this is all Fair Art technique or stranded knitting, which I do like. And it was quite simple because it's only two colours, which is great. So this design is from it's there. There it is. Da, da, da. Slightly different colours. This is from the Knitting and Crochet magazine number 74 from Rowan. Yeah. And it's called Range, and it's by Chloe Thurlow. There you go. And as usual, I did some slight adjustments because in their pattern, see, it's quite big and baggy there. I didn't want it big and baggy. It's big, but not too baggy. So I've sort of played around with dimensions and things like that. But I'm very happy with it, and it's keeping me nice and snuggly and warm as I've been going around today. Some of it in the outside in the fresh air, which has been very invigorating. So that's all for me this week. I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.